My guest is here, Sam Benjamin. Welcome, Sam.
How's it going?
Birkenhead lad makes good, it said in the Wirral News.
Oh, yes. You've done the research.
Wonderful. Good to see you here, Sam.
Great to be here. It's a bit of an honour.
And you're looking well.
Oh, thanks.
You are
Thanks.
looking well. You're toned and you're fit.
Oh, well. Tell all the casting directors. Get the word out.
No, you're not doing too badly, are you? You've got quite a couple of big films under your belt.
Yeah, it's been a great year. It's been a great year. Obviously, as you know, I just filmed Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
And I wrote and starred in a short movie called Double Cross earlier this year. That's a crime caper movie, a bit like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Ocean's 11, that kind of vibe.
Good. Do you like that kind of film?
Yeah, I do. And I think a lot of the British content in terms of TV and film has lost a bit of that old school caper and the comedy kind of element of it that the Americans do so well.
The George Clooney thing and stuff like that.
When
they were in.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I loved the tongue-in-the-cheek crime films.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. One of the films we were influenced by was, I don't know whether you've seen Out of Sight, the 97 film with George Clooney. It's
I must have seen. Big fan of him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, he brings that tongue-in-cheek as well. Yeah. He's got that kind of, that little twinkle in his eye.
I read a book about George Clooney. It was written by someone else, so it wasn't an autobiography. Yeah. But he approved of it, apparently. And apparently he's an incredible joker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he keeps playing tricks on Brad Pitt, apparently.
But did you hear about when him and his mates used to go and play cards every poker every single Thursday?
Right.
And he was driving down the road. This is absolutely true. He was driving down the road, right, and he stopped at the lights, and there was a rubbish dump opposite, and somebody had dumped an oil painting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he takes it off the rubbish dump, right. And takes it home, right. And for the next 6 weeks, he doesn't go to poker.
Right.
He tells all of his mates he's learning to paint.
Oh.
Right. And then he arranges for them all to come to his house to all have drinks and everything. And he unveils the painting. And they're all saying,
unbelievable.
Christ, George, that's brilliant. And he doesn't tell him for weeks, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, a man who can think that far ahead of a gag.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
You got to think ahead for the big payoffs. Yeah, great stuff.
So how did you get started, Sam? Because, I mean, you've gone from telly into movies, and that doesn't always happen, does it?
Yeah, it's obviously, as everyone will tell you, it's a tough industry to get into. Yeah. But like anything that's worth doing, you know, it's it takes hard graft. Originally, I mean, I don't come from a family of actors or particular entertainers, but it's just ever since I was a little kid, it's just always been there. Always wanted to be in films ever since I was young. Yeah.
Did you have any particular type of role? Did you fancy yourself playing the heavy or the comedic lead or what?
As a lot of people who know me will be sick of me saying, but my kind of the first role that I saw, my dream role from the get-go was always Batman. From the Michael Keaton 1989 film, when I was watching that when I was really young.
I thought he was underrated, Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The deadpan face he had in it.
Yeah, and I think he's underrated as an actor overall. He's Did you
ever see the one where there was 3 of him?
Oh yeah, Multiplicity. Such a good film. Yeah. So that was it actually. You know, that Batman role that actually captured my imagination when I was younger. So that was the ultimate role.
See, Michael Keaton's one of the actors, and I think looking at you could do this. He's got a dark side to him, Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I think I saw one where he was the landlord in a block of flats.
Pacific Heights.
That's it, and he was really dark in that.
Oh yeah, he kind of the charming initially, and then Oh, it was a great movie.
So did you meet the leaders in Peaky Blinders when you were doing it?
I didn't meet. Well, basically, Killian wasn't there when I was there. And neither was Tom Hardy, but I met Paul Anderson and Joe Cole, who play Arthur and John Shelby. Yeah.
Great series, isn't it? It's really progressed, you know, it's made, each part has got better, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a great series.
And there's a few surprises in it as well.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the things I like about it is that because it's kind of ticks a lot of boxes. It's like a period historical thing, but then it's got that like kind of Midlands, like northern grittiness, and it's like a gangster movie, isn't it? In a way, it's kind of got that Godfather Scarface.
Yeah. And the ending of the series was phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that was a bit of a open mouth moment.
So, so you like superheroes then? But I mean, Batman, the old cowl. I mean, the image of him is now really dark, isn't it? The next one is Superman versus Batman, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait for it, yeah. I think, but see, I'm a bit of a comic book geek, so I know all the kind of stories and what it's based on, so I think a lot of people are going to be...
Well, you must be watching Gotham then.
I've watched all the first series, but I haven't watched the second series.
The second series is even better.
Oh, really?
It's brilliant.
Oh, all right. I'll have to check it out.
What I liked about Gotham is that it was a continuation, but there was still a complete story in every one of the chapters.
Yeah. It was a good series. I like that. I don't know whether you've ever seen the Flash and Arrow.
Yeah.
They're really good as well.
No, the Flash they had one failed series of the Flash years ago.
Oh yeah.
Didn't he? And I never thought a series about Green Arrow would succeed.
I know.
I don't find somebody with a bow and arrow a superhero.
Yeah, well, that's the appeal, isn't it? It's like Batman. He's just an ordinary guy.
Nobody can get them out that quick.
Well, obviously
like
you can.
Said to me about The Walking Dead, the fellow with the bow and arrow in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Where's he getting all his arrows from?
Yeah, unlimited arrows. Yeah.
So, as a superhero, that's the guy you'd like to be, Batman.
He's the number one, isn't he?
You'd make a good Robin.
What kind of what the 60s one with the tights?
Well, he's got a lot of girl fans, you know.
Oh well,
tights.
That's true. Get the legs out.
So you finished this, and you've got another movie on the way, have you?
Yeah. So we did myself and my
Double Cross, haven't you?
Double Cross, yeah. And that's with my writing partner Kyla Frye. We wrote that as a short movie, and it was on at the British Urban Film Festival and the Melanin Box Festival this year. And we are now, with the director Sam Bradford, we're now developing it into a feature film. So we're going to be pushing that into pre-production 2016. And
on stage you played somebody in Angels in America, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, you done your research here, Billy.
That was a Robert De Niro thing, wasn't it?
It was Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, HBO.
Was Bella Streep in it?
She was, yeah. And Patrick Wilson.
That was a long series. How did you do that on stage?
It was a long play. Tony Kushner wrote it in 2 parts.
Great series.
Yeah, and it's 2 plays, and they're about 3 hours each.
Yeah.
And to this day, I mean, that was the first. I did the play. It was directed by a guy called Stephen John Atkinson, who now runs a company called High Tide Theatre, really big theatre company. But that was in my first year of university at Reading, and it just so happened that was the first role I got cast in, and it was probably one of the most meaty roles I've ever done. As you know, it's really heavy stuff.
Did you watch it beforehand?
No, he told us not to watch it before we did it, and he said
so.
Yeah. No, but I thought I'm going to go for it. And the funny thing was that he said right, nobody watched the HBO version because this is my version. I want it to be my version. And then afterwards, I watched it and I was like, you've basically cast everyone like based on what the actors are like in the thing.
And
but
you
anyway,
tell us not to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we've got a show really, Sam. You're going to have to explain some of this to us.
That's the one. I saw him leave it.
You saw him? That wasn't part of the plan. Are you sure he didn't see you?
Well, they don't come with a shadow for nothing.
Nobody calls you that. And was the suit really necessary?
A suit's always necessary.
Well, it looks terrible.
Well, what about that dress? It looks just awful.
Wouldn't happen to know anything about that. Would you?
Hey, I ain't no rat, okay? You can strip search me right now and you won't find a thing.
What an accent.
Because I would never do that. Not to you.
So what are you waiting for?
I've got a genius cross-site script and attack that'd be perfect for this.
Application protected.
Damn! Scanner.
Access denied.
You can't stop me, I'm inside!
Data secured.
You can't do this!
404 error. Goodbye.
What?
How much this time?
500.
Jesus. Since when did you get so expensive? I wish I knew how to help you.
When can you get it to me?
When I have time, Scott. And you have to stop calling me. David's already getting suspicious.
Why should I go first?
Because they buy off little kids, just look sad.
But I don't want to go first.
Oh, neither do I. Look, you do the first 5 and I'll do the next 5.
I hate this.
Hey, what?
You picking on me? It's like when you used to dress me up, put me in a pram and make me do penny for the guy.
It worked, didn't it?
Until that fella tried to set fire to me.
Just do it.
Okay, Scouse, posh, American. He can do them all. Talk us through some of them, Sam.
Well, I didn't think you were going to play all of that,
must have been
actually.
a comedy.
Well, the first one is from Double Cross, the crime caper.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So that's from Double Cross, and again, you can go on YouTube, type in Double Cross Sam Benjamin. There's loads of behind the scenes stuff. The second one was the second one was a short movie called One Shot that I did with a guy called Sonu Louis, and Sonu Louis. And then what else was there? There was actually in there a commercial movie with HP. That was the kind of one with the dramatic music.
That was great music.
It was great music, yeah. Don't know about the acting. No. And then
the last bit.
The last bit. And then what was the last... Oh, the last bit was John Bishop's Little Cracker from Sky One. Yeah, which I did with obviously with John and Josh Smallman playing John's brother Eddie in the 70s. It was a Christmas special, yeah.
So what are you doing over Christmas, Sam? You being at home?
Yeah, I'm now... Well, I've just come up from London today, and then I'm going go and see the family and spend a few days.
And you were knocked out to be filming down at Seacombe, weren't you? Because you used to play there when you were a kid.
Well, yeah, it was really weird, because obviously when I got cast in Peaky Blinders, it was... Yeah, I didn't... They said it was shooting in Liverpool, and I just thought it'd be in Liverpool, and then when I got there, I saw the postcode, and it was Seacombe Ferry. And one of the main things about Seacombe Ferry I remember is I used to play for a football team called Bevington Rovers, and we used to do the Wirral Walk every year, and that's where the Wirral Walk starts.
That's right,
there. So it was kind of that, and obviously being on the, just on the coast and just being there. And my nan used to take me on the ferry on a Saturday over to the Albert Dock, so it was a lot of memories there.
There you were as an actor.
Yeah, finally.
Did you have to audition, Sam, or did you get on your show reel?
No, I auditioned for the Peaky Blinders. It was Shaheen Baig, the casting director who cast me in it, and auditioned for it. And obviously when I saw it was a Liverpool part, and it was just one of them where, as an actor, sometimes you get a script and it seems a bit tricky, and then other times you see a script, you see a character, and you're like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
Great,
so it was
if
great.
You've got him in your head, it's a big deal. It's a big asset in there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's something quite... I mean, obviously there's lots of different ways you can approach it, but sometimes it's actually quite just instinctive that you got to feel for it, and then... Okay,
when can we expect it?
You'll have to ask your mates at the BBC, I think. I've been seeing the trails for it. So no, it's out 2016. And yeah, it's... I mean, I can't say anything about the storyline because Simon Maloney, the producer, will be looking for me. But it's... From what I've read and what I've been in, people are gonna love it.
Brilliant.
It's great.
Sam, thanks for coming in and good luck with the rest of your career.
Thanks a lot, Billy.
Say hello to your mum.
Cheers.